My goodness, bunnies, you're moving as one. Oh my gosh. Funny little banoos. You funny banoos. Morning, Joe. How's it going? I know, Fifi. I know. Oh, why do you act like you've never been fed before? Morning, Zara. Good morning, Harry and Saffron and David and Rob. I'm good, thank you. Good morning, Mazira. Morning, Cosmic. Did everyone have a nice weekend? Oh, I'm stealing floof right now. Good morning, Shadow. Morning, Lazy Fat. Stealing the butt floof. Good morning, Tom. Fifi uses up all her food for crimes. It's true. She depletes her reserves very quickly. Had lots of food with family for Easter. Oh, that's nice. It's been a lovely sleepy weekend. That is what you need. Lovely snoozy. Lovely snoozes. It was Boxing Day, right? How big a nap did you have over the weekend? Having a what year is it moment. Come on in, Dave. It was a good weekend. Watch me some Kirby craft. Well done with create stuff. Making precision mechanisms is a big milestone. It was a speed run of it as well. I was just sort of like really was like, I need this thing. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can show that create can be good. But my plan at the moment is to get like, I'm trying to decide what I actually want to do with create, because at the moment I'm just getting through the quest thing. Sorry if I'm leaning to the side, it's because I'm stealing. Oh, can I steal flute from Gerry as well? Oh my gosh, look at this little mine that I've got going on. Okay, Gerry. Oh jeez. It's very grey and rainy today. It is. It's the same here. Good morning, Kate. It's also rainy in the evening after Easter food, so I took a big long nap. That sounds wonderful. Did I say morning, Hetland? Good morning. With the right motivation, such as Rithian standing over you, expecting you to prove yourself. Yes. Yes. Good morning, Boxy. Morning, Kinetic. Goal of create is always a glorp factory. Well, I was thinking, like, if there's something I can do that will be like, I guess for me, the ideal thing would be food. So if there's something I could do that would just set up a process wherein I put, I don't know, even if it is something as simple as the wheat seeds going in to get crushed to make bread, to make, you know, just some sort of food type thing to use up all our wheat seeds. I like the bread making process. It's so convoluted, but also you do just happen to have a lot of wheat seeds, because you just get so many of them, and then you end up with stacks and stacks of them, and you're like, what can I do? So I know it's an old-fashioned, not an old-fashioned, just an overly excessive thing to do with them, but it works. Come on in, Thomas. And I also feel that could be more of a, I guess the other thing I wanted to stick within the purview of is having it be, you know, vaguely cottage witchy. So if it could be something like, you know, having a little water wheel that turns a thing that makes bread, that feels like it isn't to science. Morning, Grammy. How you doing? Just a warning. Oh my gosh, she did actually get a pellet out from underneath him that way. Just as a warning, both bunnies have humped each other this morning. So they just so you know, this stream might not be as PG as usual. It's getting into that time of year. Dear, oh dear. Gerry gave the most innocent look after he did it as well. Fifi, to be fair, did start it and was more effective about how she did it. But then I was saying to Alex, I was like, look what she's doing. We were like, oh, poor boy. And then we turned around and Gerry was doing the same. And I was just like, well. And then he just gave us both this look of like butter wouldn't melt sort of thing. I was like, you know what you're doing. To be honest, Gerry doesn't know what he's doing. That's true, actually. He did get the right end. I think because he was just directly copying Fifi. Oh, Grammy, no. Oh, at least they've gone to another lovely foster home, I'm sure. Hopefully they get adopted soon and have their forever home. Ascenta, thank you very much for the 15 months. 15 years old. 15 wonderful years. Sorry, I went to show you my big pile of floof because I was proud of it, and then I hesitated and just showed you the floor. Oh yeah, I got new pajamas. They are butterflies. Because I'm going on holiday. Well, not holiday because we are working, but I'm going away with Kirsty this week, and I was like, I can't be sharing. Like, it's one thing if it's Alex, because obviously he, you know, he doesn't mind. But when you're sharing places with polite company, and you've got holy pajamas, it's more frowned upon. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get myself some new Jim Jams and not have my ass on display. So, pajamas are a business expense now. It's true. This is technically my work uniform for when I'm sleeping and creating all that content. But yeah. So we're off to Lyme tomorrow. And when I checked a couple of weeks ago, it was just like, yeah, it's going to be like not sunny, but you know, the little like sun behind the cloud symbol. It's going to be like, you know, it'll be okay. And now I checked it again and it's just raining all week until we leave. I was like, oh, never mind. So yeah. But I'm sure it'll be fine. We will be more prepared this time. And it won't be February rain as well. It'll be... What are we in? April? It's April, right? April rain, so it shouldn't be as bad. But yes. It should be nice. And I will actually learn to take... The things I'm going to pack this time are... I'm going to remember to bring waterproofs. I'm going to take my flask again, because tea was what salvaged me last time. I'm going to take my Oodie, because last time I stole Kirsty's and felt very bad. And I'm going to take the Velvetizer. Because that... will be nice, like going to the beach and then getting back and having a little hot I was going to say a little hotty chocky, a little hot choc when I get back. Sounds delightful. What will I forget? To compensate for taking such nice things, I guess I'll forget pants or something similar, or a toothbrush. But yeah, Monday. So I'm looking forward to it. As long as I don't forget any, like, oh, and do you know what? I emptied out all of the photos on my phone from 2023 to make room for filming stuff whilst we're away. Who can guess how many photos I took in 2023? Because I emptied out from like New Year's to New Year's. So it is a precise thing. 583, 7, 4,000, 9,500. We've got some 14,000. There's some varying answers there, I feel. Okay, well, I will say the person who wins the prize for being the closest is Rob. I took 10,156 photos in 2023. Mostly of the bunnies. So yeah, that's how many I emptied off of my phone yesterday. But to be fair, in that year, we had Julieta was our foster, and I looked after 5 different cats, 6 different cats. Yeah, I looked after 6 different cats and Mochi. So that's a lot of extra aminals to be taking photos of. Hello, Alex. Good morning, my love. So yeah, I did actually splash out last night, and I bought myself a new external hard drive because I do need to empty some stuff off of my computer. So I don't know if things will arrive today, because we actually got a delivery yesterday. So I don't know if maybe they will be posting. Look at that boy. Look at this boy. Butter wouldn't melt. He wouldn't do any saucy actions, would you, Gerry? I think he needs cuddles to remember to lie down. There he goes. There he goes. He worried me yesterday because he fell over. But it's because he thought Fifi had pellets and he chased her and he just stacked it, bless him. Didn't you? But he was running around fine afterwards, so I think he's okay. Morning, Carradine. So yeah, I took a lot of photos. And bear in mind, I still have 2024's photos on my phone, so goodness knows how many that will be. But I just thought if I can empty out like pretty much half of my phone, that would help. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Look at this baby boy. He's starting to melt. He's starting to molt too as well. You can see his little molt lines all up in here. What a fluffy season we have ahead of us. Between Fifi and Gerry. It's already melted, he has. Every time it gets into the summer seasons, which I know is still far away, but when the weather gets into like melty, I always get one particular song stuck in my head and then I just have to listen to it all summer. And I guess the more years I do that, the more stronger the association gets, and then I have to do it even more. But I guess it is funny how like I guess because of back in my day, we used to have to choose like 4 or 5 CDs to take on holiday to listen to on your Discman whilst you were away. And I guess that just cemented those songs as being like, this wasn't, to be fair, I'm saying this, but this wasn't even a song I used to listen to in summer, but just to further points. Or cassette tapes, yes. I never had that many tapes. I did have a CD wallet, but that was as many as it would fit in. I think it maybe fit like 6 CDs in. It was like a really tiny one. Um, so yeah. But the song that I get stuck in my head, I can't even think what it's called. It's by The Used. Is it maybe called Stay With Me? But it just has this line in the middle of it that's like, I'm melting in your eyes. The first time that Oh, is it called Caught Fire? Is it that I caught fire? Just stay with me, where now? I don't know the words. I've listened to this song so many times. I still don't know the words because it's mostly me waiting for the bit that just says, I'm melting. Is it called Caught Fire? Can't think now. The Used were in Bristol last year. I almost went to see them, but I didn't really know anyone else who was into them. But I only really got into them by absolute accident. Cause there was I have absolutely no idea where Fifi's gone. There was a band who I absolutely loved and always wanted to see. I can hear her. Where is she? I can hear little Fifi's. Oh, she's checking the food bowl again. That's why I can hear you. Look at you. No, there was this band that I always wanted to see. They're an American band called Head Automatica, and the lead singer had, well, I guess still does, had Crohn's. And because of that, they would like book a UK tour and then he would fly over and they would go to do it. I would have tickets and then they would sadly, like most of the time he would get ill and have to pull out the tour. And one time I had booked to see them. They were just a support, and I went to see another band. I think maybe I went to see The Used because they were supporting them. It was either that they got replaced, The Used replaced them as the support band, so I saw them instead, or I had just booked to go and see The Used because Head Automatica was supporting them. But yeah, either way, that's how I discovered The Used in my youth. And then I was like, these guys are actually good. And I really liked them after that. I think they were the main act and Head Automatica was supporting. And I think, if I remember rightly, good morning, Rob, I think they were replaced by the 80s Matchbox Beeline Disaster Band, if memory serves, who were another very good band. But I think I maybe already knew them at that point. I don't know. Maybe that's how I found them too. But yeah. Either way, I did eventually get to see Head Automatica, and they did I'm pretty sure they did a double bill with Glassjaw, which is like his other band. So I got to see both of them on that tour. Sorry, Gerry. I was doing a dramatic throat clear because my voice was rumbly. He did not appreciate it. But yeah, I used to go to so many gigs when I was little. I guess because I grew up next to London, it was just easier to get to that London. But we also used to go to like the local pub and stuff because all the indie bands would be, like all the local bands would be playing there. And now I'm lucky if I go to one like once a year. I swear it's just so much more of a, this is going to turn into a real, back in my day, But I feel like it's so much more expensive and so much more of a faff to do. Because I remember like buying tickets for gigs. I don't remember it being that far in advance. Whereas these days, it seems like you have to book them like a year in advance. And then by that point, I've forgotten that I'm going. And it's like I do have tickets to a gig this year. And I'm just thinking like, is it in May? I don't know. So I can't remember. And I worry that I'm going to miss them. But yeah, you're going to see Disturbed this year? Oh my gosh. I only saw Disturbed once, I think. One in Turkey. I've already been to one this year. So I guess I'll be doubling that with the one that we're going to later. Hello. I think how many did I went to see Placebo last year. Was My Chemical Romance last year? I can't remember. I've only been to one gog, which was the Linkus Johns. Words good so well for someone who speak for living. You've only been to one gig and it was the longest. Wait, the jog is long. It is spelt wrong. I'm not the problem. It's the Longest Johns. My goodness. I should become a mime streamer so that I can't get words wrong all the time. I first saw Disturbed in 20... Why did I start with 20? 2005 for about £16 a ticket, and this year it's nearer 100. Yeah. It do be like that. Fifi, not the feet. We've talked about this. I did pronounce the misspelling wrong anyway. It's true. This year I've been to see Tongue, which was a very good gig. And I'm going to go see Bright Eyes. And I think that's it. I almost booked tickets to see Travis because when I was little, I was determined that Travis were going to... Is that a big tuft? Oh my gosh. I was determined that Travis were going to be the first band I ever saw live. And then I've still never seen them. Because I went to see Linkin Park instead. And then, yeah, they were playing in Bristol. And I was like, oh, I should go see them. But again, just so spenny. But it probably would have been good. Adamant was playing in the same place as well. I think he did a Bristol Beacon gig. Is it Bristol? Yeah, it was Bristol Beacon. I would have loved to have gone to see Adamant, but obviously you're going to go with the expectation that you're seeing someone as they were in the 80s. But obviously it probably won't be the case. Maybe, I mean, some people do manage to, stay as good as they were. It's one of those things that you don't want. I'm trying to think how to word it. You don't want it to be sad. It was I Caught Fire. I thought I was working my way through the lyrics slowly in my head. Yeah, like the last time I saw Tongue was that 10 years ago, or was it? No, maybe it was only 5 years ago. But they've been going for like 20 years, and I've seen them a handful of times over that, and they are still just as good, if not even better. I saw Blondie a few years back. Yeah, see, some people you do just like, they just have, it, I guess it's the sort of difference between people who were still very talented then and now they're still very talented now, versus people who are like, oh geez, I was like winging it back then, and now I've had a divorce and I need a tour to pay for it, so I'm gonna go back on tour. I guess that's the difference. Um, but yeah, oh my gosh, Rob. Well, to be fair, I did like the first band that I had tickets to see was Linkin Park, but the first band I actually saw live was the Dilated Peoples, because that they were the support band. And I remember them doing the only song I remember them no, I remember two songs of theirs, and one of them was a rap version of, is it Edgar Allan Poe who did The Raven? And that always stuck with me because of just how it was something. It sure was something. Because it was sort of like Beastie Boys style, where they all like Morning Talia. It was where they all like shouted the last word. So it was just like, who's that? Who's that knocking? Who's that knocking on my chamber door? It's Mr. Raven. So it was okay. It stuck with me all these years. I'm not admitting my first gig. I was definitely to be a normal teenage girl. There's no shame if you enjoyed the gig. There's no shame in whatever your first gig was. I always was very like I would have very I guess because I had so many different influences on music taste, because there's the stuff my parents would listen to, and then there's the stuff that my parents used to listen to that I got into, because it was quite funny, because I remember when I went through my Elton John phase where I was really into Elton John, and my parents were like, no, why are you listening to old music? We've heard all of this. We had children so we could hear the new stuff. I was like, sorry, I'm going through my 80s phase. I don't think I know JLS. Would they have done a song that I would know? My first big name gig was Muse, supported by the Zootons. Oh my gosh. Were the Zootons the I can't get this pressure pouring out of my head? It was that them? I would know JLS. That's the thing. They what song would they have done that I would know? You know, Elton John wasn't the new music when you were a kid. How dare you? I did see Muse, but I got really sad because this is such a silly thing, but Phoebe, that was a nibble. You made me jump. Matt Bellamy smashed his guitar at the end, and I hate people smashing guitars because it just makes me really sad. Because I feel like that guitar has just served you really well, and it's probably really happy that the gig went so well, and now you've just gone and murdered it. And so yeah, I didn't like it. The gig was very good. I went to see them in too big a venue, to be honest, and I was too far back, so I didn't really get to fully enjoy it as much as I would have liked. But the thing that mostly stuck with me was him smashing his guitar. And I just remember being stood there whilst everyone was cheering, and I was thinking, what a silly boy. Everybody in Love Beat Again? That's not ringing any bells. But maybe it's one of those things that if I heard them, I would know, sort of thing. Because I'm not very good with song names. as everyone who is a Panic at the Disco fan is guilty of. Oh, you're a Panic at the Disco fan? Name one song. Until they made like 9 in the afternoon. No. Hello. It was the Pingu meme at the gig, yeah. I was just sat there with my arms crossed, like, no. To the point where sometimes when when I'm watching things with Adam Scott in, is it Adam Scott? The Severance guy. When I'm watching things with him, and he reminds me a bit of Matt Bellamy, so sometimes I will have a bit of a dislike for him because I think of him as a guitar smasher, and he didn't even ever smash. Maybe he did, but as far as I know, he's never smashed a guitar. You saw Fozzy a couple of years back. Technically, I have seen Fozzy because they played at the wrestling at Wembley. So I guess I've seen Fozzy too. Coheed and Cambria. I guess because my favourite Coheed and Cambria song is Blood Red Summer. So that one's not too bad. I remember the Panic at the Disco guy getting bottled at Reading, and that made me really sad. Because I was like, he's just there to... That was around when I stopped going to Reading, so I was like, it's just changed. Don't like... Unless someone's done something, like, you know, reprehensible. I feel like, what are you even trying to do? Then it just feels mean. Hello. Ah. Tea. What are you trying to get to? What are you trying to get to? You've taken Gerry away from me. You seen Jamiroquai and Flight of the Conchords? Oh my gosh. Oh, I would love to see Flight of the Conchords. They did come to the UK a couple of years ago. I'm guessing that's maybe when you saw them? Or did you see them out in their wild habitat? But I would love to see them. Do they even tour together anymore? Or has oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the I've got Julian Barrett stuck in my head, but that's Mighty Boosh. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know if he's too big a movie man now. Jermaine Clement, thank you. That is the one. I almost got tickets in 2010, but I chickened out. No! Oh! Hello. Look at how fluffy my new pajamas are. Already part Banui. Boop. I think the things that I would have loved to have had... I would have loved to have tickets to Auntie Donna and Flight the Conchords. Those are like the two ones that I missed out on for not being quick enough. You saw the Fratellis, the Scissor Sisters and Coldplay. Fratellis there. Are they that one? Where am I getting mixed up? Chelsea. I saw them very briefly because they were on the episode of Jules Holland that I went to watch be filmed. That was the first time I ever heard that song. Was there. But it wasn't allowed to be played in my house because we were an Arsenal house. And that was a Chelsea song. That was forbidden music. My goodness. I don't think I ever saw Scissor Sisters I used to be really into them, but I don't think I ever saw them. It wasn't a hootenanny, it was just a random one. It was Fratelli's doing that. Then it was Paolo Nutini doing Slow Down. Remember it's just you and me. What was that one called? Last Request? Grab my last request and just let me hold you. Oh my god, what a banger that is. And then it was Gogo Bordello doing Start wearing purple, la 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 la, which is also a banger of a different kind. Dresden Dolls were there, but I cannot for the life of me think what song they even did, even though that was who I was excited to go and see, but they were the other end of the studio and I don't remember. But I went and met them afterwards. But yeah, it was a very good selection. But Paolo Nutini, this was when he was like very new, and he did his song. I had never heard of him before. He did his song, and then he obviously was like, oh my gosh, I've done it, I can relax. And he got drunk, and then they were like, okay, show's over, but we just have to redo one of the songs because of a recording issue. And he had to go back and do the song again. And by that point, he'd obviously been like, I can relax, I can have a few drinks now. So yeah, I don't know which version went out in the end. Haven't listened to Coin Operated Boy in forever. That is a good song. I was thinking recently, if we were to do, because we were doing karaoke, I was thinking, if there was a Dresden Dolls song, I would happily do Coin Operated Boy. But then I always forget that it's got the really like slow weird bit in the middle, and I was like, maybe I wouldn't want to do that in front of everyone. And it's just got an instrumental that lasts for ages as well. It's a very good song though. Thank you for the follow. See, this is how he gets his mane nibbled every now and then. You sorting it all out? He's just having his hair brushed. Justin, thank you very much for the 18 months. Thank you. Very kind of you. I have to make like 500 thumbnails for bun streams, and I'm starting to have regrets about doing it that way. I'm starting to think, should I give in and just do them as batches? I was thinking, should I just have it so that every month gets a new bun stream thumbnail, mayhomps, because at the moment it's going to take a very long time. Dear oh dear. I'm playing with Jerry's bum, sorry. Just having a little look-see as we're getting into the bum checking season, aren't we? Yes. Oh, poor Jerry. That's his way of saying, you can do that, but I do need cuddles to make up for it. Sorry. Think you'll get all your VODs before the day now? Yeah, I'm on good track to do it. The only thing that is a bit of a bugger is that I think I'm going to lose some of the VODs from February, I think, will be gone. So I might miss out on that. But, well. Yeah, well, bum checking season. Yes. So as the months start getting warmer, bunnies tend to be more susceptible to something called fly strike, which is a horrible, horrible thing, where flies lay eggs and they essentially hatch and then start eating you alive, and it's horrible. So yeah, very good to, even for indoor bunnies. It's very good to just keep on checking those bums, but especially for outdoor bunnies. Good morning, Limewood. Wonderful time to turn up. Yeah, fly strike is horrendous. Horrendous. Yeah, not just bunnies. Check all bums. Your neighbours, your cat. Yeah. But yeah, it's look how fluffy your little booty is. My goodness. But yeah. So that's why in this household we check bottoms. Because it's very important to do. You can get like spot on stuff, I think it's called, that will help to helps be preventative, but even then it's worth checking. But yeah. But yes. I had a really strange dream last night that I didn't record because I don't think it's enough of a dream to bring to comf. But I had a dream that I went to visit my sister because I was around the corner from where she lives. And I was like, oh, I will go and just pop in and see her because I'm very rarely back this way. And it turned out that Mousy was her landlord and she'd actually moved out. And I was like, oh, of course she'd moved. And then Mousy was moving out. And I was sort of talking to Mousy while she was packing up the rest of the house. And the house was like really dilapidated and just like mold on the walls and like wallpaper peeling off, you know, the sort of classic rundown house. And I was looking at this little gap that led through to the attic, which is not how the house is laid out at all. But I was looking at this gap and there was just a hamster stood in it. And then this dog turned up. And I was like, don't you worry about keeping the hamster and the dog together? And Mousy was like, I don't have a hamster and I don't have a dog. And I was like, well, they're living in your attic. And there was another dog in there as well. And then like she was like, I don't have a hamster. And then the dog picked up the hamster in its mouth and like went over to this open box and just dropped the hamster in. And I was like, well, I think the dog just packed the hamster, so I think you have a hamster now. And I don't know why any of this occurred. But that was my dream. Do. Fifi. It's the dog's hamster now, it is. It do be. Oh. Hello. When Gerry's finished pooping, you can have your treat. Should you wish. You're really determined to be on the chairs at the moment, aren't you? Is this your new thing? Because I won't let you upstairs anymore. Literally, as soon as one of us opens the door to go upstairs, Fifi comes running over because she's miffed that she's not allowed to explore up there anymore. Can we all get treats for pooping? As long as you get it in the right place. Not rewarding any messes on the floor. Where are you off to? Oh, I think he's off the loo. Hello. Every time I put the phone down, Fifi's just pushing my hand out the way. Thank you, Fifi. Use this opportunity to steal floof. There you go. That was a very munchy treat. Well done, Fifi. Well done, Gerry. What was I going to say? It would be good to... I do want to be more prepared when we go to Lyme this time. Because last time, I had a wonderful time, but I also spent a lot of it damp and cold. So this time, I'm definitely going to be... I think because I was like, I'm going on holiday, and I'm going on holiday to the beach. And I just didn't think through, like, I'm going on holiday to the beach in the UK in February. So I think I just packed for, like, what I would normally take to the beach. And I didn't actually, I didn't think ahead. So I was just cold all the time. And the place we were staying was freezing and didn't have heating and stuff. So it was just like, oh, geez. So this time I'm definitely going to be prepared with the likes of waterproofs, and I think I might take warm worm as well. Just every warm thing I own, I'm going to take so that I can be a bit more prepared. Went also hunting in a bathing suit. Not quite that bad, but I just packed like, you know, like, I guess what you would think of as being like spring attire. So like I didn't really pack anything for rain or for warmth. Just like light layers. And also we didn't realise that it had a hairdryer until the last day. So so we never used it. And everything just remained damp all the time. So yeah, but this time I'm taking every warm thing I can think of to be as warm as possible. Apart from Alex has to stay home. But yeah, I've realised that for the next month or so, my schedule is gonna be all over the place. Because obviously this week there's hardly anything. We'll get back in time for Kirby, but that's it. We're not staying in the same place. That was one thing we were adamant about. We were like, we're not going back there again because it was horrible. Like the place itself, I imagine in summer would be really nice, but for the time of year that we went, it was just so damp and cold. So yeah, we're trying a different place this time. But wait, is this Southwestern? Is that one of the big, like, is that like the dungaree that's made of the like waterproof material? Is it one of those? Or is it something else? What was I gonna say? Oh, it's a hat. Oh, okay. It's not what oh no, I'm thinking of waders. Thank you, Turkey. What was the thing I was thinking of? What was I about to say? I forgot. Gerry had that long leg. Oh yeah, so next week, Kirsty and I are filming something exciting on Monday and Tuesday, so I won't be able to do streams. Well, I might be able to do a bunny stream, maybe, on those days. Then the week after that... Actually, maybe the week after that, I will be able to, other than Thursday. I probably won't do a bun stream on Thursday. And then the week after that, I'll be away in Scotland. And then the week after that is... So there won't be much stream to be do then. So yeah, it won't be until like after um the like 20th of May that things will get back to normal, I would say. It's yeah. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I can handle changes of schedule like a normal, just like a normal person who's totally fine with things not being the set schedule that they're used to. I can do that. I'll be fine. I'm definitely not obsessing about it. That's the important part. But yeah, I'm so hungry. We don't have any nice bread for toast. Oh my gosh, I do have half a tin of beans in the fridge. Oh, I forgot I only had half a tin the other day, so I've got the other half to use up. Yes. That's nice. That's nice for me. This is a good moment. Oh, I need to think what I'm going to eat when I'm down there as well. Maybe beans on toast is like a good thing. And pesto pasta. Put the other half in the fridge. Well, it was because usually, like the plan was to have baked potato, jacket potato with beans. But then at the last minute, we went to the big shop and there's this brand called Squeaky Bean. And they do this like tuna that obviously isn't tuna, but like vegan tuna stuff. And he was like, oh my God, would it be a big ball ache if I had that on a potato instead? And I was just like, you do you, baby boy. So I only had half a tin of beans in the end. Whereas normally I would have used up the full tin. Look at this little guy. This little man. What are you doing? What are your ears doing? It's not a normal way for ears to be. So yeah, he had that on top of his jacket potato, and I had only half my beans because I felt like a whole tin would have been excessive. So yeah. Yeah, that's Alex's like favorite vegan tuna type stuff. He because there's like quite a few brands that he's tried, but that's just been his favorite one. He even got 2 packets and had it in a sandwich the next day. So yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm just thinking about beans now. I've been distracted visually. All I can think is beans. I also don't know if I'm going to get through my book whilst I'm away, because I might have more reading time than I normally do. So I'm like, do I take second book? Or every time I take second book, I never get through first book. So I don't know. Just don't know. But I'm reading the book club book at the moment. So I should be finishing it in good time. Either way, I've got to finish it for the weekend, but I'm powering through it at the moment. In fact, maybe I shouldn't take another one, because I do worry if I read another book that I override all the thinking that I did for the book club one. So maybe I'll hold off for now and just have the first. You haven't been able to get hold of it. Yeah, when I tried to get it out of the library, it was like in a queue of 7. So I ended up just buying it because I got a book voucher for my birthday. Oh, and the other thing is, on Monday is the announcing of who won the writing prizes. So I'll go along to that and probably find out that is so weird. Okay, literally, I messaged someone last night who is a writer friend of mine, and I messaged them and said, "Oh, I entered this, by the way." And literally, as I mentioned it just then, they just replied to the message. It just popped up on my phone. How weird is that for timing? Anyway, Yeah, I probably won't win anything. But I'll go along to that and celebrate the people who did, which should be nice. But I think but that won't affect streaming. Anyway, I should probably head off. People still get book tokens. Yes, I got a book token for Christmas and for my birthday. And was it about the Greeks? It was a Greek mythology themed writing competition. Yes, which I feel is very off-brand for me. But yeah, I don't think mine was very good, and I don't think it was within actually the oh my gosh, Grammy, how dare you? I don't think it was within the spirit of the competition either. I think I misunderstood and just wrote what I wanted to, but I'm glad that I did it, because sometimes, especially when you're maybe a little neurospicy, just starting a project and actually finishing it before a deadline is quite the thrill. So either way, I'm glad that I took part, even if I don't win anything. But yeah. But yes. Well, it's time for me to head off and go and bother Alex. Are you feeling okay? I've never heard you break ranks with your deep devotion to Roman mythology in favor of their stinky predecessors. How dare you? How very dare. I could do a reading of it on stream, but it genuinely is like, it's just not good. I'm not a writer in any way. So you'd have to just take pity on me. Or be honest, I guess. But in a nice way. As long as people are kind with their feedback. Why? Be more constructive with your feedback. Is it because I write about reality, like me and my grandma drinking a cup of tea? There ain't no party like my grandma's tea party. Hey ho. Right. Where are you sending us away to, Mods? Where shall we go? Who be doing what today? My dummy wants to rumble because it's your guys' fault for reminding me about beans. Get Rythian to read it. I didn't even send it to Rythian because he's a writer and I was ashamed. Alex read it through, which is very lovely of him. But yeah. But yes, I do want to do a reading stream. I'm trying to build up the confidence to it. But one thing I want to read is, I'm sort of undecided about what I would want to read, because I want to do Ovid's Metamorphosis, but he uses Roman names for things, and that feels weird to me. So I would have to be translating it, and I would probably do Greek names. Or I'm also tempted to do Pride and Prejudice, but obviously the difference between that is that with Ovid you can obviously break it down into smaller chunks because it's more a collection of shorter things, whereas Pride and Prejudice is just one big old story. So that would have to be split over, I don't know how long it would. Also with the Greek names, yes. Alexa, how long does it take to read Pride and Prejudice?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Well, if you don't know, how am I meant to know? I'm trying to think how long the Audible version I have of it is. But yeah. Alexa does not know. Does not know. Alexa, tell me a joke. Silence? Really? Oh, I don't know.
He just swallowed the chicken.
Oh, that wasn't a very vegan joke. Anyway, Muds, where are we going? What's happening? Who's in charge here? Who put this shambles of a stream together? Do you want to hear my secret recipe? Sorry, it's on a need to know basis. Very good. Very good. Nowhere it seems. Oh my gosh, are we just leaving cold? Google Assistant says 6 to 7 hours for Pride and Prejudice. So I guess like probably come on, brain, you can do it. Probably like 2 streams. Although then again, that's assuming that I would do the same. I might not be able to keep on reading for that length of time. Oh, we could go to. Should we go to? Let's go to Clyde. I can tell you exactly which version I have of it. Bunnies, I'm going to run away really quick, and you're going to be confused. But I have this one. Does that? I can't get it out. Bam. Which is David Rayburn. There you go. Hello. Did you think I was going into the kitchen for food? You did, didn't you? Didn't you? You thought you were getting little food. Rude cover, is it? I think it's Daphne. Is it Daphne? I didn't actually pay attention. Ooh. I think it's Daphne and Apollo on the front. Mouse. Reading a big minute nose. Well, I stole this from Phoebe's butt. Phoebe, oh wait, bunnies who don't chew books. Well, allow me to show you over before the raid goes to the puzzles section of the nibbles. Everyone, I won't be back until Friday now. So I hope you all have fabulous weeks. I will be away, being hopefully not too cold and damp. But yeah, look after yourselves, everyone. Be good. Have snuff. Have fabulous times. And I shall speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Oh, good squinching, Gerry. Good squinch. Look at this. This grunge boy. He's so squinchy. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Sorry, Phoebe. Bye-bye. Boop.